Hey everybody, it's Glenn, back in this video with the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Infinite Series Rhino Bath Wave Kraven the Hunter. Yet this ain't no ordinary action figure review, it's an action figure comparison with the Toy Biz version of the character on the left there. And as they go nose to nose, we're going to see just how Hasbro's new version stacks up. The origins of the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Kraven begins in 2002 with only the second series of Marvel Legends and Namor of all people. As the year after the Marvel Legends Namor was released, his body became the basis for Spider-Man Classics Kraven, Spider-Man Classics being a sister line of sorts to Marvel Legends, but skewed more towards kids. In 2004, Kraven got upgraded to Marvel Legends in the Spider-Man vs. the Sinister Six box set, albeit with a new head sculpt and modified deco. The Spidey Classics Kraven on the left of the screen and the Legends Kraven on the right. When it comes to the difference in deco between the two, it's sort of splitting hairs, literally, with the Legends one gaining some burly chest hair in the deco. Then when it comes to the head sculpts, if you're gonna redo one, I suggest do it better. Not that I'm singing the praises of the Spidey Classics one, as at best it's only maybe okay, but as such that should leave ample room for improvement, but no. Away with the Spidey Classics one and bring on the Hasbro Kraven. And the 11 years that have passed between the two make a big difference. Today I can only think somebody might prefer the Toy Biz one, either from pure nostalgia for a childhood toy, or for preference of a more classic costumed Kraven, which it represents. Now with modern redesigns, messing with a classic formula can rock the boat unnecessarily, but not here. I'm relieved to see Kraven's leopard print leggings and ballet slippers retired, making Hasbro's more modern incarnation an instant tick of the box for me. Taking a closer look, and Hasbro's head sculpt is good, but I'm not sure it's as good as the rest of the figure. Yet let's not beat around the bush, it's vastly better than the Toy Biz one. The painting of the eyes of Hasbro's isn't the best, but then he benefits from being in the same series as Misty Knight, booyah, with her superhuman power to look to her left and right at the same time. The bungling of eye painting seems to be an increasing problem with Hasbro's Marvel Legends of late. Please fix it, guys, so I don't have to. Hasbro's Kraven is on what we're going to call the Grim Reaper body, first used with that character not too long ago in the Ant-Man Infinite series. But curiously, when I first opened Kraven, I became convinced it wasn't actually a reuse, which for reusing a body is the biggest compliment I can pay. The new lower legs and arms and the costume additions make a big difference and really make this action figure. The Lion's main vest is rendered really nicely, with the sculpt, and the dry brushing of paint in a lighter shade really accentuates that sculpt. But rest in peace, Cecil the Lion. And rest in peace the two children who seemingly Kraven decapitated and skinned and hollowed out their skulls for knee pads. When it comes to accessories, those of the Toy Biz Kraven have been lost to time or the vacuum cleaner, but he originally came with two knives, which are pretty cool, one being a larger machete style, then a less cool spider trap bolo gun, which I remember being near impossible for him to actually hold. Hasbro's comes with a simple spear. Of late, Hasbro's accessories have been made in a soft enough plastic to melt in sunlight, but here it seems to be a harder plastic. In the sculpt you can see they've sculpted the fibre of the wood, and taking a closer look it has more nice sculpt and both paint detail with the blade, feathers and beads. It fits nicely in his hand, making for a nice fit with the overall spirit of the character. Let's now compare articulation. The heads of each rotate, but then Toy Biz's has no neck hinge, whereas Hasbro's does, so it's able to move down and up much more. At the shoulder, the arms of each rotate, but that is inhibited by the costume on the Toy Biz one. They both move up to about a right angle to the body, then both have upper arm rotation and a double jointed elbow rotation at the wrist. Then no wrist hinge on Toy Biz, whereas Hasbro's does, but then Toy Biz's does have articulated fingers. Both have waist rotation, and then that's it for Toy Biz on the upper body, whereas Hasbro's has an ab crunch moving this far forward and this far back. At the hips, the legs move out to the side this much, the Toy Biz one quite a bit more, then they both move forward this much, and then move back this much. Both have upper leg rotation, then double jointed knees. Then Toy Biz's has an ankle hinge which moves the foot backwards and forwards. It has a slight ankle pivot and then toe articulation too. Hasbro has additional rotation at the top of the boot there, and then an ankle hinge and that crazy ankle rocker pivot that I love. But with the limited hip articulation of the Hasbro one, it's not able to take full advantage of that ankle pivot. And when it comes to standing them both at their widest stance possible, still with both feet flat on the floor, they're about even. So comparison done and dusted, and for me, the last Kraven standing is Hasbro's, representing a signature Spidey villain getting the action figure he deserves. Toy Biz's a decade ago was serviceable at best, and today was primed for a redo, so I've heard the new Spider-Man movie will feature a villain never seen on the screen. Could it be Kraven? Not sure how well he would work in a movie. What do you think? Anyway, for my previous review, click the video on the right for Kraven's half-brother the Chameleon, catching up on some correspondence from that video. Okay, thanks for your suggestion, I'll give it a try. Nah. Yeah, I've pretty much given up on it. More than anything, the character selection put me off. As a kid, what excited me about Star Wars were the crazy alien character designs. Black Series ain't bringing none of that. Picking favourites is always hard, but I'll go for, in ascending order, Carnage, fresh from my confessions of an eBay-aholic, Wolverine, with at number 1, Venom. Anyway, I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.